before you do anything else, make sure you subscribe to In the Bayou podcast if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. Last week, we explained the differences between the East Bank and the West Bank. Yeah. We're going to take them a little deeper today, though, into our culture. Yeah. And we're going to talk about the second line. Yeah. So for those of people out there that don't know what it is or how it is or what to wear or where it's at, we're gonna be able to touch on that and put them all in the loop. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I mean, I remember my first first of all, second line, that's like our ancient culture. Yeah. Right? So a lot of that comes from West Africa. You know what I mean? Like Europe, right? Like and just blending the two. So that's where you get the people walking and the band behind you, right? I will say this though, my first, growing up in New Orleans, everybody knows about second lines, right? But my first real memory of a second line was actually really not a good day for us, right? Because we just came from a funeral, like we just come from burying my uncle, right? And being able to lay their body to rest, right? Then have sort of like a repast, right? And then immediately after that, they go second lining. Yeah. Right? Just like that. And so that's really my, initial memory of like second lining, right? But, within the culture, within the city, man, like every neighborhood, every ward, they all have second lines. Right. Right. Yep. And it's usually on Sundays. Yep. So does the West Bank have second lines?
Man, so that's funny.
Y'all gotta come to the East Bank for that too, right?
So we do all our second line on the East Bank too, So
I figured that,
man. Like I just remember, like as a little kid seeing the Indians, mask up and stuff like that, and just showing their art, man.
The Indians is like superheroes in our hood.
Yeah, so we see them. I mean, all the kids break out running, they go and see.
Yeah, and that's cool too. Like for people that hasn't experienced that is, obviously they embracing, ancient culture, but a lot of those outfits that you see people in, they personally hand stitch those themselves. Yep. And that in itself is like a cool skill. Process, right? It's a skill for sure. And it usually take those dudes months, months on end to working to get the right look, to get the right, you know what I mean? I was always impressed with that, right? Because that's your representation, right? Like how big are your feathers? Yeah. Like how heavy is your dress, right? Like how many diamonds you got on, right? All that matters,
Man, it's a lot of memories with them second lines, bro. Just as a little kid, and it's nothing like you could watch it, man, but it's not easy to learn and it's not hard to learn, because it's like offbeat, but you have to have a little rhythm. Offbeat,
you gotta have a little rhythm. I was gonna say nobody. I don't remember anybody teaching anybody how to second line.
No, bro. It's
right? like it's kind of like you.
Yeah, it's just in you. Like
it's like you hear the song. Yeah. Right, you hear the beat, you peep the move, and I mean, just get down. Yeah, they actually call it buck jumping. Yeah, right. But man, like nobody's handing out pamphlets saying, this is how you second line.
This how you second line. Nah,
it's like,
man.
well, however you feeling. Yeah, like however you feeling. Like let's do that.
Yeah. Once that band get to going, oh man, it's going down.
And man,
which they just had one that just passed. 9 times just passed, man. It looked like they had about.
That looked like Mardi Gras, man.
Man, it looked like Mardi Gras, bro.
So 9 times, so many times for our viewers that's listening. Every second line has its own name, right? Yeah. One of the more popular ones though is 9 times, right? And that's basically the Ninth Ward, right? So that's everybody from the Ninth Ward. They kind of pretty much walk through their neighborhood, and they second line. And so, 7th Ward, 6th Ward, everybody, 3rd Ward, everybody got their own.
Yeah, everybody got their own.
Second line. But typically, bro, the 9 times is usually the one that everybody.
Like the biggest one, bro. I'm starting to think it's bigger than Super Sunday.
Yeah, I mean Super Sunday a big deal, man. But I'd probably say the last few years is 9 times is kind of even people that's not from the Ninth Ward. Yeah. I be seeing people online and stuff. I'm like, bro, you're not even from the Ninth Ward.
Right. But they going.
They going.
They going.
And I'm like, man, I couldn't, obviously I'm from downtown, so I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable going up, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, everybody show up for the 9 times, man. Bro. They best outfits,
clean.
And just ready to walk.
And man, look, it's social and pleasure clubs, who man, they coming clean, bro. They might have on their suits and ties, but yeah, they gonna be clean, bro. Band, gotta have a band. Like,
I was gonna say, what's your favorite memory? Like, do you have
man? My favorite memory of a second line. I would say one of my cousins had got married, bro, and of course we have a second line, like you said, for everything: funerals, weddings, party, engagement. Just because, sometimes just because, but yeah, it was a wedding, bro. And we was second lining, bro. This one, Ciroc was out, bro. This was back in those Ciroc days, But yeah, that's when that was popping, bro. I remember, man, just second lining for like a good 30 minutes to an hour, bro. Sweating, just second lining though, bro. But
I remember one of my most favorite memories from the second line was I was playing park ball at Willie Hall, and every year we would nominate and vote people to be king, right? And every year I used to be king of the park, right? And I remember, just gonna get like an all white tux, and man, literally us second lining through the St. Bernard projects. That was like one of the highlights of my life, right? Because that's where we from, right? That's my history. That's where my family from. Like it's the neighborhood we grew up in, and man, for me to be like just in a white tux walking through the hood, second line and dancing, like probably 6, 7 years old, 8 years old, right? I just remember that just being like one of the greatest days of my life, because I felt so important,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I felt like everybody was there to kind of see me, and so even though I'm not like the world's greatest second liner, I can get into that a little bit.
Man, I'm gonna take you back, bro. Of course, Zulu starts early in the morning for our viewers. Zulu
early.
is a parade, a big, well-known parade. It starts about, I'll say about 6:30, something like that. Anywhere between 6 o'clock anywhere between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
they starting early, man. And we was driving in. He just had got a new Charger, man. He thought he was Batman, in that Charger, and I got a full loco, and I was telling him, I said, man, I'm gonna cut up today, So I actually had to take a picture of where we were parked at, because I knew it wasn't gonna be too good for me. So yeah, that full loco story, bro. That's what I dubbed that as, the full loco story.
Yeah, I remember full loco days, bro. I remember one day, me and you drinking full loco, and I remember us sitting down on Canal Street, and we was with like a group of people, and I remember just telling them, yo, just walk. Like, we're gonna be here a minute.
You know what's
like,
funny?
we're gonna catch up with y'all later.
We had just won the Super Bowl.
That's what it was. That's what it was. I was trying to remember like that while we was down there.
We had just won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
We got into every club that day.
Yeah, we won the Super Bowl. We jumped fresh.
Drew Brees.
Yeah, fresh.
Drew Brees did it to us, man. Yeah. Like, the entire city was wide open.
And not to mention, bro, I'm going to bring it. This is funny. We parked past Warren Easton on Canal Boulevard. And perspective, it's about
10, 15-minute walk from the casino.
Whoo, man.
It's about a 20-minute walk. No, it's further than that. You're right, because you got to cross
Easton,
Broad.
You got to cross. Hike. You got to cross everything.
That's a hike.
So we was just so turned up that we parked about that might be about 3 miles.
Yeah, that's a walk, bro.
Yeah,
that's definitely about 3 miles, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, walking is not, that's part of our culture, bro. Yeah. Like,
and that's another thing,
part of second line, part of the second line.
like Second lines, it could go. It might be 2 miles.
And you know, quite frankly, that's the only time some people get to exercise.
Yeah, yeah. So when they second line,
like, so you know, I know for a fact my sister, like, it's probably the only time she walk outside is
in the second line.
You got to do that. Yeah. So you know, Mardi Gras. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, nah, man, we got
great experiences with those second lines. But yeah, it's definitely a cultural thing, man. And not to mention, once you get a little bit of that alcohol in you, see, that's why when you see a lot of videos, you see a lot of people, they tearing it down. Yep. Feet work is just official.
Yeah.
You might have had a little bit of liquid confidence, you know, because I know me myself, once I get a little bit of liquid confidence, you know, man.
Yeah, I think that's
feet go to moving like a mile a minute, man. God damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most enjoyable experiences, though. Like, even if you're someone that can't dance, like just going out, walking, being amongst the second line,
seeing all those people do it,
you would be impressed with just people's rhythm and cadence and flow and
call that feet work, baby.
Like it is definitely enjoyable to watch and be a part of, even if you don't, you know, like can't dance or anything like that, like. Just get you a nice cup, and just walk with the crowd.
I promise
you would enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy yourself, baby.
You're gonna have a great time.